the radishes this year. So spot right there. So next to the garlic, spot number 5. Yeah, I think it's number 5. That's where it's gonna go. So right now I have some beets in there that's thin. And I like the little square, I don't know why. I like the idea that it's a little delineated. And I had this covered so the birds wouldn't eat everything that was in here. What I'll do is remove this. Think about what I'll do with it later. But let's get the fork and stare out as well. And I don't really need it there. Let's see what we see. Nothing here. This is why. Oh, this one. Oh, no, still another one. A few more here. I'll clean these up and I'll show you in a bit. A few more. Nothing there. The ones that didn't grow nothing, I'm going to just put in the compost, of course. So I am turning the soil a little bit there, but nothing I can do about that. I'm going to remove some weeds. Okay, so now I'm just going to write on my little stickers here. I have the permanent marker, the fade resistant one. So radish, cherry bell, this heirloom one. I'm just going to call it French breakfast. That's what they are. And then, oh yeah, the daikon. And we are done. Like I said, I used the extreme fade resistant marker. Keep it from fading away in the sun. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's walk. The French one goes in here because I had an extra pack, so I know where the marker is. This is the French. So I have 2 rows of the French one. Okay, right in the middle, like that. Then we have the cherry bell, which is this one. I left a little marker there, so I know I have 3 rows of that, so it will go there. And the daikon is the last 3. We will put it right there. That's where it's going to go. Did I spell that right? Yep, I did. So that's where that's going to go. Okay, put you on the ground again. There we go. Now all I'm gonna do is, which one am I recording right there, right? I'm not sure you're gonna see too much. So what I've done is made some rows, and I'm just going to use again some of that liquid slug diarrhea concoction. This is where I'm going to put some of the radish and the daikon. If you can see the rows, I've done one here, another one there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 rows in a piece squared. Okay, so now I'm going to plant my seeds, which again, I'm going to prop you up and you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, see the rows pretty good there. So I am going to do what we call the French or heirloom radish. So I'll do this one, okay? And a little bit of this, the nice long ones. Then airy kind of radish, again, this one here. So those are 2. And then I will do a row of daikon, and I will do a row of daikon. This will really kind of add a little bit of different flavor to it. So radishes are the easiest things to start. So if you have kids, it's great to do radishes with kids because they just see it start and it really grows so quickly that you really can't go wrong with doing that. So okay, I'm gonna try that, and then I'll try to not put them too close together. The seeds are very manageable, so you can really just put what you need in the ground. You don't need to, so I don't have to thin them out too much. So I'm gonna go slow and just take my time then. So I think I'll start on the outside. Start here. I'll put my gloves on so I don't mess my hand up too much. Sorry. Starting with this one, which is the heirloom, the longer, narrow ones. So if you put them too close together, they'll be too small. So just try and thin them out as you're doing them like this, because otherwise you'll have to come back in and thin them out. And you want, good size of radishes. You want them too small, right? But really, in almost a week, they'll be up. They should be up anyway if the weather's good. Usually radishes look pretty good. They won't crack too much if the watering is consistent. So I think I have enough in there. And you can really succession plant every 2 weeks. So I'm just going to put a marker just so that way I know which one I planted, and then I'll write it down. Then I'll do this one next, the little cherry one. And I might alternate rows between this one and the other one. And the daikon I'll put in the middle, closer to the middle, because they're much bigger. So maybe I'll do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll start this one there. So I'll continue again with that other one, with the French heirloom one. A little bit more, do another row. Make sure I have enough room there. The ground is still fairly wet, so, and I watered it with me. I am being very careful not to drop too many in the same kind of area, because yeah, I won't be coming back to necessarily thin them out, right? So you can see what I'm doing there. 3 rows of this. I think I have, now I'm going to do the daikon. Yeah. Oops. So for the daikon, I'm going to have 3 rows also. So let's make sure I do my markers again. What I planted, where I planted. Yep. Confused pretty easily. Oh yeah, that's these guys. So daikon seeds are a little bigger than the other ones, which makes sense. They're a bigger plant. So totally makes sense. So for the radishes and the daikon, the longer and the warmer it gets, the spicier they get. So right now they'll be nice and mild for the springtime. So if you don't like your radishes spicy, definitely collect them early in the spring while the weather is still pretty cool. They're big enough that you can see where you dropped them, and you have a sense as to where you missed a little bit. I might add a couple more here. That, oops, okay. There's only a few left, okay. Yeah, you don't get that many in the packet. So, hopefully everything comes up, because that's it. With just a little bit of nice compost that I have. Look at this little visiting slug there on the bag that I was using. The compost bag is actually kind of cute, but you know, snails. Nope. Okay, we're gonna have to move him. Off he goes. There you go, buddy. Back in the hole you go. Come on, go back in there. Yeah, because I don't want to squish you. Come on, let's go. And we're gonna move him somewhere else. Put a little protection there. I think I'll use the back of this. Using the back of the rake. Kind of everything is nicely covered. Probably not the right tool to use, but I don't want to tap them down too much. Just very light touch. Yeah, I know, taking so much time with radishes, but I do like radish. So there we go. Tapping down a little bit. The ground's fairly wet, so I think that'll be fine. Okay, we're done. Yeah. So I think I'm going to put some of this down, and the only reason I do that is we have lots of birds. Just deterrence more than anything else, right? I don't know if I'll cut it. Maybe I'll just fold it in half. Yeah, that's all I'll do. And lots of things and rabbits around. I might want to come and dig this out a little bit, so just going to cover it with some of this meshy stuff just to keep them off of them for a little bit. And it might actually, I'm hoping it will help. Fold it in half and put it down. It's nothing more than just to keep them from being too interested in trying to get to whatever's underneath, right? So, because I will be back for a few days now. Just enough. Voila. This there. Okay. And then keep them disinterested, like I said. Okay. Done. Radishes are protected. I mean, I need a big block there, but just something to keep it from getting up and animals from getting in there. Okay, done.